morning in April the 20th, I think it is. Yes, the 20th. And I am out walking my dog in my high vis after a few days off. I hurt my foot and I couldn't walk, which is it's very, very difficult for me. Anyway, I want to talk to you. Could have be lying to you about my foot. I could have just to go out and go for a walk, and I might have claimed I had a sore foot. Now the thing is, that was the truth, but I want to talk to you today about spin doctoring, because I was really, really disturbed by an article that was published by RTE, where the Minister for Education, Hildegarde Naughton, was talking about school places for September, and she said, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't really remember off by heart what she said, but every child will get a school place in September, perhaps not just the one they wanted. Now, to me, that is a very dangerous sentence, because what it implies, in a way, is that we have school places for everyone and for everyone's needs rather than wants. And when the word wanted is very different to the word needed. And if I was a parent of a child with additional needs who could not cope with being in a mainstream class, that having a mainstream class is not about something I want. It's about something I need. And if I can't get my child into a special class, that's very different. And I didn't like that. I really didn't like that sentence. Now, we've had ministers in the past, because this is a story that happens every single year. Every single year there are children left who cannot get places in schools and special classes and so on. And the Minister of the Day usually says, yes, we're working towards it, it's not good enough, etc., etc. They say it's not good enough, and and then people go into the newspapers, they say we can't get our child a place in a school. They get a place in the school, that goes in the newspaper, and so on. But this is different this year, where the minister has actually said that every child will get a school place, just not the one that they want. And I really didn't like it. I thought that was spin doctoring. That's not acceptable. And I was asked, it comes in light of the news, which a lot of people have had a problem with. I noticed, as I am, various teachers coming out talking about them being implying that means that special classes aren't inclusive, which in fairness does need to have a discussion around. There is talk about special classes not being inclusive. They originally were something else. Anyway, that's for another day's walk. I'm really annoyed about the word inclusive, which I thought was kind of interesting, because it's used. But in that same article, the minister talks that said, oh yes, she defended these inclusive special classes because when she was asked why she didn't talk to representative bodies, she said, I listen to people on the ground, I listen to the teachers. But all the teachers are going mad about it, and I hadn't heard the representative bodies really going that mad about it that much, not as mad about it as the teachers. So again, a lot more spin and so on. So I guess my walk today is we really need to stop this. I said when somebody asked me why I was being so negative about it, I said, I don't mind if a politician says, do you know what, no, it's not good enough that children with additional needs don't have the correct for their needs. And calling them inclusive special classes is probably a really stupid idea, and maybe we need to look at that. That's okay to admit that, but I don't like spin. I don't like spin. And spin is just another word for something else, and I would prefer if my ministers for education were 100% honest about things and admitted when things weren't perfect and then went and did something about it, rather than this whole pretending that everything's okay and spinning a story that everything's okay. So they're just my thoughts for today. I wonder what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts around why the Department of Education loves spinning yarns instead of admitting when things aren't perfect or great or even close to perfect, and then maybe doing something about it. I'll leave that with you.